What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video I decided to play some top ladder again using this drill bridge spam deck. So I think I made a couple videos on this deck, but it had cannon cart instead of the giant skeleton. I can't remember if I made a video on this giant skeleton variation, but in this current meta, majority of people are choosing to use giant skeleton in this deck. He has been very strong ever since he got those two buffs he received. I know one of them was health and then the other was either damage or hit speed, so he's a lot stronger now. You got the golden knight, which pairs really nicely with the tornado, and the magic archer, same situation, pairs great with the tornado. You got Ewiz kind of as a good defensive card reset, and then of course drill as your main win condition that just applies so much pressure. Before we head in the first game, if you guys would like support me, use my creator code BOSS in any Supercell game. Thank you guys who do that. And currently we're 198th in the world, so right inside barely of the top 200, but we'll try to push up even more by the end of the video, and I'll see you guys when we find the first match. So we found a first match here against Victor. So this guy's actually higher than me by over 100 trophies. So if we manage to win this game, we would probably get like a plus 40, which would of course be great. So hopefully we got, of course, a good matchup and we play well. So he has Zap. I mean, that could be a few different things, but I would Zap and Mega Minion. I would guess maybe this is Lava. That would be what I'm going with. Or like if I had to take a guess, that's what I would assume. Okay, Sparky, so that makes sense as well. This is definitely a matchup where it's really good that you have the giant skeleton. This is one that would be a little harder with the cannon cart, because the giant skeleton's quite tanky, so it's nice against the Sparky often. He's got giant. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna go golden knight. He's got a miner inside of... Okay, I am beyond confused right now. He's got... For whatever reason, he's got a miner inside of this Sparky deck. I've seen miner Sparky before, but it's with Goblin Giant, so it's the bait variation because the Goblin Giant has Spear Goblins, so the synergy makes more sense. But with the Giant, that is quite interesting. I can't say I've seen that in quite some time. So let's see what he does. I think we could ghost at the bridge. Worst case scenario, he Sparkies at the same time and we just get a shot. Yeah, so that's what it's looking like. Maybe we get a second. Yeah, okay, some more damage, but overall maybe not the best, because now of course defending the Sparky will be maybe a little tricky. We'll see though. Magic Archer is going to be a decent counter to the Minion Horde. I think we have to, when we Magic Archer though, we got to play it in the middle because we know he's got Miner. So maybe we catch it. Yeah, actually we do. That's very nice. He arrows. Okay, he kind of had to overcommit there. Wow, he actually Barbarians. That was very interesting. I'm surprised he did that. Went for those barbs there. I don't think that was that great of a play. Okay, they just kind of got evaporated. We could go for a Magic Archer here, line it up with the Giant. We're going to get a lot of damage. This is really nice. Yeah, look at all that damage we're getting. We could even go for a Tornado here to pull it back and keep it lined up, and that's a ton of damage we just got on top of his tower. He's giving us the well played. He knows that he's in a lot of trouble here. So we could go Golden Knight, and we just need a little bit more damage. We could even probably just go for a Drill right now and try to maybe just line up with a Magic Archer. Try to Tornado, and there we go. That is going to be GG. Magic Archer definitely was the MVP of this match. Also, probably the Golden Knight got a lot of value. 43, yeah. That's what I was saying. I knew that this guy was a lot higher than me, so I was, you know, really wanting to win this, and we got a plus 43. Very strange deck on his end, but we were able to get it. Ewiz is what allows you to beat Sparky. Without Ewiz, it would probably be practically impossible. So yeah, on a nice little win streak here. Won the last 3 games before that as well, and we're 154th in the world currently. So if we win the next one, we make it to 7,300, I think. So let's see if we can get it. Found our next game here. This guy, I played against him already a couple times this last, I would say, month or so, and I was going to say, yeah, he's running Logbait, Mighty Miner, that variation. This should be a pretty good matchup, I would assume, for me. They can still win if he could still win if he plays it well, but it should be good for me since I have Barbarrel, Golden Knight, and Magic Archer, which are all really annoying for him to deal with. Okay, he's gonna go for Mighty Miner. I think our best bet is going Magic Archer here. He might bring it into the other lane, but, alright, I'm gonna do this because we need to get rid of that Dark Gob. Alright, he's probably gonna activate the ability. Oh, wow, I'm really surprised he didn't, because if he did, it would have killed the Magic Archer for only 1 elixir. That was extremely aggressive, but he got some solid damage, so I can't say it was a bad play, but that was very, very aggressive, because he should be pretty low on elixir here. I'm also gonna Magic Archer, get some chip damage, and we pretty much will be almost back to where he... Basically, we're back to where, you know, about damage equal to towers. I mean, he got a little bit more. That was a good log, the log that pushed the ghost back, and then it didn't hit the goblins. That was a really smart play on his end, because if that didn't get pushed back, we probably would have prevented like 500 damage or so from the goblins, so that was definitely a smart play on his end. I'm going to do the dash here, see if we can get it to dash on the Mighty Miner and then the tower. Likely he'll, oh wow, I was going to say likely he would have done something to block it, but it looks like he didn't. We're going to go Giant Skelly here. We need to go for probably an Ewiz to reset the Mighty Miner. I didn't want the whole Giant Skeleton to die. That would have obviously been kind of bad. I'm going to go Drill here. Okay, we're going to go Tornado. We want to... Ooh, he did log early, so as a result, we're going to... We actually take his tower. Alright, cool. So, even game right now. That was a good play on his end, though, going for those barrels, outcycling my my Barb Barrel. He's playing this quite well. I have to... You know, I have to say, he's playing this pretty well. We'll go Ghost here. He's gonna... He mirrored the Dark Goblin, actually. Very interesting. I wasn't expecting him to do that. Maybe you try to line up here to kill the Dark Gob and also hit the cannon. Ooh, if I played it one tile further, we would have actually been able to pierce through and hit the tower, which would have been really good. So I could have played that Magic Archer a little better, like one tile more to the right, essentially. All good, though, I guess, but that would have been obviously better. Again, I'm a little surprised he's not using the Mighty Miner ability that often, because I feel like it would get some good value. Nice, he had to sacrifice a Dark Goblin, and we still got damage from the goblins. This is looking really good for us at this point. I feel like unless I kind of throw or do something crazy, we should be okay. And I'm gonna, at this point on, since I have the king activated, I'm gonna save my Barb Barrel for his mirrored barrel and just use Golden Knight or Ewiz on his regular one. Alright, that's gonna be GG. Nice. Just as I expected, it was going to be a pretty easy win in the 2-tower situation, because typically for log bait, it's better in a 1-tower game, because when the king's helping out, it's a lot harder for them to get damage. And we get a plus 37, so 2 big-time trophy wins in a row, and we get now, yeah, 7,300 as well. So 112th in the world, on a little bit of a win streak. Very nice start to this video. Let's head into the next one and see how close we can get to 7,400. Against Unknown here. No clue who this guy is, obviously, because it's unknown. Yeah, I know, very funny. Alright, so potentially, yeah, he's doing the Flame Goblin. He probably knows what the matchup is, and since we won the last game, I'm sure, as you guys can guess, it's a, you know, he knows it, I know it. It's a pretty good matchup for this deck. I'm gonna try to take out this Dark Goblin right now. Oh! It avoided the cannon and went right. Oh my gosh, we already won. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is rough for this guy. So what this shows you guys, me absolutely destroying this guy, I think what this shows more than anything is that last guy who I just played against played very, very well, because it's quite a good matchup for me. I mean, this guy, of course, messed up. Like, he shouldn't have lost that early, but... to be fair, that was unlucky. I don't know how the Golden Knight went for the Dark Goblin and not ignored the cannon. I guess maybe the Giant Skeleton shoved it. I don't know what happened, but we're top 100 now. We won the last, what, 6 games or something like that? Yeah, that's pretty solid. All right, let's keep it going. That was insane. All right. So, alright, decent starting hand. I usually like having Giant Skeleton in it because it's a very good defensive card. So, no matter what they play first play, and if I need to defend, I usually feel pretty comfortable cycling it. So, like in this case here, this is a perfect example. Like, I'm just going to Giant Skeleton into the cage. If this guy's running Recruits Hogs, this is going to be pretty tough, and I was thinking it might be that because typically people who run... Cage, almost the only deck it's used in now is Recruits Hogs. So this is going to be tough. We can win, but it's going to be hard. Because we don't have a single spell for his Flying Machine. The Flying Machine is going to be a nuisance. We don't have anything for it. That's the main reason why this is kind of hard. But we can still win. What'll help us even more is if he's using... If he's got Fireball, this is going to be even harder. But if he's using arrows, we could... If he's running... Okay, he got some damage. It's nothing too severe, but he still got some. Yeah, not a good start thus far in this game, that's for sure. The only good thing we got going for us is we did activate the King Tower, so that's good, but... dang. Right when I cycled the Golden Knight, he went Pigs. That's unfortunate because I don't have a lot to defend that, and I don't have my Ghost. So yeah, as you can see, this is quite a difficult matchup. I don't know if we're going to be able to come back from this. We need to get some... Alright, notice how I didn't play my Golden Knight ability. Ah, he's got Fireball. Yeah, this is really hard, this matchup, unfortunately. So we might take our first loss here of the video. But let's see what happens here. We seem to have caught him in kind of a bad cycle, so we're gonna get some damage. We might have a chance still. That was a lot of damage we just got. I'm gonna Magic Archer here as well on top of the Zappy. Oh wow, we might actually be able to come back. I'm gonna Tornado this Flying Machine in so it gets killed. Sadly, I don't got... Elixir. Ah, yeah, that's gonna be GG. Like I said, I knew from the start it was gonna be a tough matchup. But yeah, I mean, it's like winnable if you have a really good single elixir. Like usually you have to get like a lucky Golden Knight, but like in general you're probably gonna lose that. Like I would say, like 8 out of 10 times because yeah, it's just the... I don't know. It really sucks like not having any spell to take out the Flying Machine, and also the pigs get a lot of damage as well since you don't really have, besides Ghost, really that good of a counter to them. Whereas Hog, like say 2.6 or Hog EQ, not as bad because the Tornado is really good against like Hog, but Royal Hogs, obviously Tornado is not as good against. Alright, so we'll probably go for one more game. This will probably be the last game of the video. See you guys when I find it. Alright, we're against... well, I actually know who this is, even though his name doesn't represent it well. We're against Kevin R.A. I don't know why his name is this. It used to be Kevin R.A., but it looks like he... Maybe that Japanese reads Kevin, and then he just has R.A. after it. That's probably my guess. So he's going to be running maybe the 2.6. So I was just talking about how Hog is a much easier matchup than Royal Hog. So hopefully I prove that and we're able to win this one. Because yeah, I think this guy, I'm pretty certain he's running 2.6. If it's not 2.6, it's something very similar. Maybe he's just got Queen instead of the Musk, because he's shown everything that's inside of 2.6. I don't know about you guys, I'm not hating on it too much. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of 2.6 because I don't use it that often, or make like too many videos on it. But I don't know about you guys, but the fact that 2.6 is still viable after 5, or even, I don't know how long it's been at this point, it might even been like 5.5 years, is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. I don't know if it should be like that, but I mean, at least it's not too strong. I guess that's the one good thing. Because if it was too strong, then it would be... Oh, that hog was actually really bad. That allowed my Golden Knight to basically, well, do all that. So he shouldn't have played that. I don't know if he thought maybe I was going to play the drill further back or what he was doing, but that definitely was not a good play on his end. Giant Skeleton is in range of the tower, I'm pretty certain. Yes, it is. Nice. So we now have damage in both lanes, more in the left, but a solid amount in both lanes. So really great start to this game. King activation. And by the way, this matchup only gets easier as it progresses. Like, it's almost impossible for the 2.6 player to win this in, like, triple elixir. It's practically impossible because the Golden Knights are just too much for them to deal with. And against cycle decks, as you guys know, Golden Knight is just their worst nightmare. I mean, it's super obnoxious for them. There's not, like, a whole lot they can do. Even if they're playing well, I mean, it's just truly there's not a lot they can do. Which is part of the reason why right now 2.6 isn't that good. Okay, so you went hog in the other lane. I actually wasn't... That was a good hog on his end. I wasn't even expecting him to go in the left lane there. Well, actually, why did I say it was a good hog? I mean, it didn't even get any hits. I mean, it caught me off guard. That's the only reason why I said it was kind of good, but in reality, it still didn't really... It didn't accomplish much. Great Magic Archer. I didn't even predict the hog. I was going to play it anyway, but that helped us defend that hog. That was really nice. We're going to go in the left lane here. We kind of have the luxury of going in any lane at this point, since... And yeah, as you guys know, Golden Knight is broken. Not a whole lot he can do in this matchup. We win the game really easily, to be honest. And that is going to do it for the video. Hope you guys did end up enjoying it. This is one of my favorite decks to play in the meta. You could use it with a Cannon card if you want instead of the Giant Skeleton, but I would recommend using the Giant Skeleton. I just think he's one of the best cards in the game right now. Definitely at least top 7, top 8 cards in the game. He's very, very strong. Maybe a little underrated, like some casuals might not realize how good he is after the buffs he received. So, yeah, I guess we're at season highest, 92nd in the world. So, really solid video. We get plus 33 when we only lost 29 in the last game. So, we climbed up a ton, 92nd in the world. And, yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Maybe this will be the deck I use on ladder this season, because I feel like I'm pretty good at it, and it's also really good in the meta. I think it's way better than RG in this meta. RG, for some reason, is just not good this meta. I think it's because of, Electro Giant. Like, Electro Giant's impossible to beat with RG, RG Queen especially. The only good RG deck is the RG Zappies one, but even that I think is really bad because it just loses to every single cycle deck. Like, for example, Log Bait, Hog, Mortar, all those things. So maybe I'll run this. That's going to be it for the video. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.